This is my Instant Pot 3-quart cooker which stopped working recently, and when I connect it to the power, no power coming in and none of the sensors are working. So then I realized it's something to do with the fuse. To replace the fuse we need couple of items: screwdriver, tester, wire cutter, fuse and soldering iron. Now let's remove the lid and turn the Instant Pot upside down. Remove the first cover. I already tried this couple of times, so the screw is a little bit up, so I removed the lid, and I'm just doing a quick check to see how the power is coming. Now we need to remove the next layer of the back so that we can get access to the fuse. Once you remove it, you already see the fuse piece where it's covered with the wire is already hanging because I removed it from the clip earlier, but as I'm planning to fix it I did not bother putting it back. So now I'm checking it again with the tester. I can see the power is coming in but not going out. So let's make sure the Instant Pot is unplugged, and this is where the fuse exists. Now slide the white cover, that's where you can see the fuse. Now we need to replace the fuse. So this is little tricky compared to repairing other Instant Pots. So first of all, once you remove the fuse, you need to make sure there are still some wire is available to connect the new fuse. But in my Instant Pot I can see that the extra wires are also covered with black cover. Now I'm just trying to compare I got the right fuse and trying to remove some of the black cover so that I can get access to the actual wire. So I'm not a pro, so I'm just trying to use whatever the tools I have. I'm using the scissors, my fingertips, and trying to remove the black cover so I can see the wire there. And make sure you don't cut that wire because you need it to connect the fuse. Once you have the wire on both the sides, try to cut the fuse as close as possible so that you will have enough wire to connect the new fuse. This just took me a while to figure out the things, and I'm trying to match the new fuse length, measuring the length to see it works correctly. Now once I confirm it, this is where I'm disconnecting the fuse by cutting it really close. Well, this is where you're supposed to use a wire cutter, but I don't have it handy, so I just used my kitchen scissors. Well, it worked with the kitchen scissors also. So once I have removed the old fuse, now I'm trying to connect the new fuse. This is where the soldering comes in. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, otherwise I'll just use the word welding. So one side I was able to connect it without much issues, but I'm still trying to measure the length to make sure I have enough room to connect the wires. So as you can see, one side I was able to weld the wires correctly, but the other side is where it took me a while to figure out. This is the first time ever I have used the soldering gun, as this is like a learning. These tools I ordered in Amazon. I think this one particular tool, I think it cost me around $10, and the fuses, it's set of 3, that cost me around $5. Altogether it's $15. Because of this welding thing, I was hesitant to hesitant to repair the Instant Pot. I delayed it, but then I decided, okay, why don't we just give it a try and see if it's working. So finally it's connected. I just plugged it in and voila, it's working. Now Let's just make sure all the wires are covered. So I just unplugged the wire and sliding the white cover back so that I can cover the fuse. Make sure wherever you did the disconnects, the white cover will slide through and everything will be covered properly. We do not want any of the wires exposed. While I'm welding, there are multiple patches which took me a while to put the cover back in, but finally I was able to slide everything in and cover the wires. And now if you initially see it, the white cover is folded and tucked into the side clip, but since I installed a new fuse, I'm little concerned. I don't want to fold it, so I just tucked it in as is, as there is enough space. I did not worry, but I'm just double checking to see no wires are exposing outside. And once everything in place, I just wanted to do a quick check again to see the power is coming in. There you go, that's perfect. Now I'm unplugging it, and this is where we will put everything back in. The first cover goes back, and once that is done, the top cover will go back in. This is not the star screw, it's a little different, so this is where I used a small screwdriver to connect the last screw back in. Now we'll be doing our final check. Plug it in and test couple of buttons. There you go, the power is back. It worked perfectly.